All right, you guys, what is up? We are back for another episode of I Go by Makai, and I miss y'all. So y'all know I like to jump on with everything really that's going on in real time in my life. And right now, my life and my full-time job is the TikTok shop. So I have had a lot of people that have seen my success because y'all, from the time I started this, which was in March and it's now August, I have had a crazy uptick this last couple of months, and I think I have finally found my little groove. So a lot of you guys have been asking me just generalized questions about how to sell in the TikTok shop, the process, and all those things. So I decided to actually make a special podcast episode to just go over a few things that I learned along the way, some things that I wish people would have taught me, and just some specifics to selling in the TikTok shop. Now, my last episode was a little bit more generalized, but this one is going to talk about just suggestions for your shoppable videos and how to go live and sell on live, you guys. All right, so let's jump into it. So let's talk about requirements. So guys, the biggest thing right now, and I think the hardest piece right now, is, well, one, you have to be 18 years old. That's not the hard part. We old folks, right? But you do have to have a certain amount of followers. So right now it's 5,000 followers unless you get invited to the TikTok shop at 1,000 followers. So they do have like some kind of little beta that gives people with 1,000 followers a chance to join. But again, right now that's invite only. So get them followers up so you can be a part of the TikTok shop. That's the first thing. All right, you guys. So let's say that you've hit that, you've been approved for the TikTok shop. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to do is to think about your niche. So what your niche is what does your page focus on? Do you have like a central, like for me, mine is mainly like family content, funny content, clothing, things like that. That is my niche, just a family wholesome content. So whatever your page focus on, so whether that's like fitness, maybe you do a lot of gym content, maybe you're on mom talk, or whatever your side of TikTok is, that is what your niche is. So in terms of thinking about selling on the TikTok shop, you first want to think about, are you wanting to make a brand for yourself, or are you wanting to sell multiple products? So let's think about what that means. So you can sell whatever you want to on TikTok shop, okay? You can just if you want to sell fidget spinners one day, and the next day you want to sell backpacks, and maybe the next day you want to sell washers and dryers. You can choose to do that. So some people, they operate their TikTok shop that way. They just, they sell whatever is hot at that time. Some people like to actually build a brand. So again, let's bounce back and use that fitness as an example. Maybe you only want to do fitness oriented things on your page, and that's going to be your niche. And you want everybody that comes to your page to know that, hey, all I focus on, all that's in my showcase is fitness, and that's okay. Also, I want to make sure, because I know I'm going to have various people. Some people are going to be familiar with TikTok shop and some aren't. Your showcase, once you have access to sell and make commission in the TikTok shop, you'll have a showcase. You can add products from different sellers to your showcase, and that's basically like your store, if you will. So it throws in everything that you want to sell, or things that you like from different sellers, and people, anytime that they buy those from your showcase, you also get a commission from that. So there's just to give y'all a little bit of the vocabulary. All right, so like I said, you can be a brand or you can do multiple products. So that's the first thing, just setting up your niche. Also, I want to underscore, it's really important, because I know if you're like me, you're going to be really stoked and really excited once you get approved, and you're just going to want to jump right in. Don't neglect your timeline. Don't neglect your current niche. That's what got you here. That's what got your followers. That's what allowed you to be a part of the TikTok shop. So make sure that you're still keeping up your normal content, because remember, that's what your followers are here for. That's what they followed you for. That's what they want to see. So once you join the shop, don't just completely, jump off the train with that. Still keep that momentum going. All right, you guys. So the first thing that you're going to want to start to do, you got to have some stuff to sell, right? So I personally start small, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself, y'all. The growth and the progress, the success is going to come. Start small so that you can learn, so that you can grow. You're not being overwhelmed at the start of the process. So personally, I would recommend checking around your house, especially if you've bought things already from the TikTok shop. Start there. Start with things that you've already gotten from the TikTok shop that's around your house. Find them in the TikTok shop, add them to your showcase. make videos about the products that you already have before you jump ship and try to start buying up stuff. Y'all don't go and buy up a whole bunch of products and spending a lot of money, because understand this is going to be a process just like everything else. Don't go overboard. Like I said, check around your house, see what you got. Now, if you don't have anything around your house, that's the time you need to start requesting samples. So you guys will see it. Once you jump into the TikTok shop, there will be a section that'll say manage samples. You'll go into your manage samples, and then you'll be able to go and request samples from different sellers for different products. And the sellers do take a look at your numbers. So they want to see your sales. They want to see how much you're making. So it's going to be smaller items to start with that you're going to get approved for. You'll also see a tab is called collab invite. So usually these are generic ones that sellers have sent out that you have a chance to apply for. And typically you should have a better chance at getting approved for those, because again, they're tend to be targeted invites that you're able to accept there. All right, you guys, so that's samples. So once you get your product in hand, then what, Makai? All right, so I personally recommend, before thinking about live, you need to start with shoppable videos. Shoppable videos are the videos with the orange shopping cart that are posted to your timeline, okay? I suggest starting with the shoppable videos before going live, because again, y'all, live is in real time. It's real time. It's no take backs. It's none of that. With shoppable videos, it's as many takes as you need to, because you're shooting your own videos in your own home. So that gives you as many times as you need to reshoot the video, all those kinds of things. Now, what I would say is this: be creative, you guys, because there is no singular thing that works when you're making a shoppable video. Now, I say be fully creative. If you have an idea, don't be scared to try it, because you can make an unlimited amount of videos. You don't have to just make one video and post it to the timeline. Actually, I recommend you posting at least 8 to 10 videos about the same product when you're first starting, so you can get a good feel of what's working with your audience, what's not, what to do again, what not to do again. And that's the best thing about shoppable videos. You can refer back to it. You can give it a span of a week or two and see which videos did better, which strategies you can go with. Because some people will tell you like, oh, make straight to the point videos, just show the product and talk about the description. Whereas some people like to have fun. They like to do skits. They like to do things like that. Now, personally, I've had success with both, but what I would say is I've noticed more engagement when I do like skits with my products, as opposed to just a quick, 30-second kind of feel where I'm just popping in with the product. A lot of my audience gets more engaged when I'm doing skits with my family and I'm implementing them into it on top of my normal videos that I'm posting to the timeline. So that's something you're going to have to play around with. Again, it just depends on your audience, your normal content. I would say if you usually have more fun-filled content, more lighthearted content, I would go that route of doing the more skits, because you don't want your audience to immediately be like, oh gosh, now they're here, they're doing all these ads, and then you're going to notice a large follow drop off. So like I said, definitely something to keep in mind. When you're posting your videos, let's talk hashtags, because I used to be a victim of using a whole bunch of hashtags. Y'all, you should be using 3 to 5 hashtags per video, and they should all be relevant to whatever the video is about. So for example, if you're selling one of those little clean brush, the scrubbing brush, hashtag scrubbing brush, hashtag cleaning, hashtag electric scrubbing brush, hashtag TikTok made me buy it. You do not need to be doing hashtags for the For You page and trending and all those extra things, y'all. We don't have to do that. Okay. Trust me. I used to do that all the time. Trust me, don't do it. Keep, like I said, 3 to 5 hashtags, all are relevant. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Like the text on your video, add keywords there. So same scenario with the electric scrubber. On the actual text on my video, I would be putting electric scrubber, cleaning, clean talk. And then what you want to do is actually hide that. So drag it off of the screen. So it's still there, but nobody sees it. But the TikTok algorithm is actually going to pick up those keywords from the video and help your video be more searchable. You should also be doing that when it comes to the cover. So when you're about to post your video and it gives you an option to add the cover, go ahead, add those keywords to the text and then move that off the screen. Again, same reason. It's going to make your videos be searchable. Like when you have your video and in that little search bar at the top, it actually has words that are relevant to your video. That's because that's the TikTok algorithm picking those up. So like I said, relevant hashtags, and hiding the text. Definitely crucial. All right, you guys. So now we got our video up. So now what are we going to do? Reach out to sellers, proactively communicate with them, you guys. As you're posting your video, understand it is not just you posting a video for these companies, okay? They have hundreds of other people that are doing the same thing. So you want to put a spotlight on your name. So as soon as I post a video, I'm reaching out to the seller of that product because I want to let them know, hey, I'm excited. I use your product. It's awesome. I went ahead and posted my video. So, hey, you're building rapport. You're letting them know. And be fast. When you're posting your video, y'all, don't be letting it, because you have 14 days to post a video or go live with the product. Don't wait all those days. Let them know that, hey, I'm somebody, when I get a sample, I'm going to be knocking these out. Now, you don't have to kill yourself. And like, if you sick or something like that, y'all, don't think you got to just be beating yourself about it. But like I said, as quickly as you can, push them out. Try to do that because you want to have a good reputation when it comes to these businesses, because you never know. Hey, they may have the next viral product, right? And you don't want to be burning bridges, because trust me, on the TikTok back end, sellers are able to see a lot of information. They can see your fulfillment rate, whether you didn't make a video, and all that does hurt you as well. So if you get samples and you don't make videos, keep in mind that does hurt you for your ability to get samples in the future. So don't do that. Also, when you're reaching out to sellers, you want to be sending them the ad codes for the videos. And this is something we can go into detail more in another episode. But basically, there's an ad code where you can turn on the ability for sellers to get this authorization code from you and be able to add spark ads to your video, meaning it'll get in front of more people on TikTok. They'll target it to more people that it's relevant to in TikTok. So it's really important to get those ad codes out, even if they don't use them. Some sellers will use them. Some only want to use them if your views are at a certain amount or cut off. And most of them will tell y'all that when they're actually shipping out your samples. They'll be like, hey, you need to at least hit 1,000 or 5,000 views before we put ad dollars on it. But hey, like I said, I go ahead and send them, because I've had some sellers, maybe the video didn't do so hot at first, but a couple months down the road, maybe it picked up some steam, it recirculated, went viral, and now they want to use it. And so at least they have that code. And you can set it for different durations of time. You can give them that access for 30 days, 60 days, so on and so forth, up to a year. All right, you guys. So we got ad codes. We got our video up. Now we've reached out to the seller. All right. Now, one thing that I wish that I would have done from the beginning, but it's okay, because trust me, I'm doing it now. Once you've proven success, so once you got out some videos, you got a good little portfolio up that says, hey, I make these videos, I done made some sales, and I am solid on the TikTok shop. Y'all start to request a flat fee, because understand, making these videos are going to take you some time. Okay. You should not be working for free. Never. You should never be working for free. So understand that it is okay to request a flat fee. Either the only two things that they can say is yes or no, right? It's only two things that they can say. All right. So what I would do is start off with something small. It doesn't have to be an outrageous number, you guys. You could do like a $25, $30 fee per video. Hey, and you can type it up. I would go ahead and use ChatGPT. A lot of the communications I have with sellers, I'll use ChatGPT, which is like a little AI website where you can go in and it'll give you a nice, lovely paragraph that you can copy and paste. You can let it know, like, hey, type me an email about this, and it'll write it out. Y'all, that's awesome to use. I use a template. I literally copy and paste it to everybody that sends me a request to collab. And it's basically a breakdown of like, hey, this is why you should use me. But just to let you know, I do also have X dollar fee. And this is what you can choose from. I give them 4 options. You can do an unboxing video. You can have a review video. You can have a 1-hour live, and so on and so forth. But I've had a very positive response from that, y'all. And at first I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't know. But y'all, literally like one, y'all, let me tell y'all this funny story. So one of the sellers I was working with is for a security camera, right? And so I sent them my little email, and they were like, no, unfortunately we don't do paid collab. So at that time, y'all, I was, making good money in TikTok shop. So I actually declined them. I was like, hey, that's fine. I understand you guys don't pay, flat fee plus commission right now. I'm gonna have to pass on the opportunity. Y'all, they immediately were like, oh, hey, never mind, that's okay, we'll pay the flat fee, no worries. What's so funny to me is, y'all, that when they actually sent the payment, they slipped up and said, oh, we have so many other creators that we're paying out, so sorry for the delay. So that lets me know that closed mouths don't get fed. If I would not have asked for that payment, I would not have received it, even though it's something that they do for a lot of other creators. So y'all, again, these are big businesses. Their whole thing thing is to save money and make as much money as they can. So don't be scared to ask them, because like I said, the worst thing that they can say is no. And even then, hey, you need to decide whether you want to work with them, because you can get that flat fee from somewhere else. All right, you guys. So we're coming to the end of the segment. All that has been about shoppable videos, which are videos, again, that go to your timeline. All right. So once you feel comfortable with your shoppable videos, now it's time to go live. Okay. Most of your money selling on TikTok Shop is going to be made on live videos, and it's a much easier way as well to make quick money on TikTok. All right. So let's talk going live, y'all. First things first, don't just jump in and just dive in off the rip. You need to build your community, okay? You need to build up a supportive community, because with TikTok Live, it is really all about engagement. And if you don't have engagement during your lives, it's going to fall flat quickly, all right? So build your community. Tell your friends and your family you're about to start going live. I'm telling you, that is crucial. They're going to jump in. They're going to support you. And once people see other people supporting you, it's going to make them want to jump in. Another good way to get people on your following list is live battles. Hopefully you guys have seen the little box battles. This is an amazing way, y'all. I was so excited when I found out about box battles. So basically what it is, a lot of people are getting on, they're gifting each other, you guys. The whole thing with the box battles is having the most gifts at the end of it. But it's a thing where usually the host requires everybody to that's on there to gift each other. So you're gifting others, they're gifting you. And typically the people that are in the box battles, they're also following you as well. So you're increasing that engagement and you're getting quality followers. Because understand, all your followers are not quality followers. You need people that are going to engage on your content. You need people that are going to gift you during live. So you need to go ahead and start working on building that community before you just jump in a live. And also engage back on their page, y'all. Give them a reason to support you. If you're on somebody's page every day, like, hey girl, hey, good job, keep going. Guess what? When they get that notification that you're on live, they're going to say, oh, hey, Makai's on live. I see Makai comment on my page every day. They're more likely to, one, jump on your live, but also more likely to gift you, like your page and all those things, because that is really crucial. All right, you guys. So in terms of selling on live, what I would say is focus on one product at a time. Now, this doesn't have to be the case, of course, as you're moving on, as you progress throughout your TikTok live shopping career. But I would say just starting off, just focus on one live. That way you can make you a little product card. You can have your main focus points and what to talk about. You're not overwhelmed trying to move between different products. You can make sure that your setup is good. You got a nice, clean background and all the things, and yet you're able to take it like that. Now, like I said, with your product, y'all, go ahead and establish a 3 to 5 minute pitch, because what's going to be happening when you're on live is that when you're on live, it's going to be a lot of things going on. A lot of people are going to be bouncing in and out of the room, and you need to have a repeating 3 to 5 minute pitch that you're just able to get that to grab their attention. You're able to get that out. You're able to say it. It should be the best selling points, you guys. And you can never overuse the word viral. Hey, this is the viral flashcard. This is the viral, whatever you are selling, it's the viral. Make sure that in your 3 to 5 minute pitch, you're touching on any type of sales that are going on. I don't care if it's $2 off. Hey, this is the last day to get this thing for $2 off. Any type of flash sales, free shipping is always a killer. Okay, they don't care how much that thing is. If it's got free shipping, and talk about the shipping time. If you know you got a hot product that ships really quickly, and try to focus on the shipping times as well. Think about how long it took you to get something and focus on that also. If you got something that only took 3 to 5 days, hey, advertise that. Hey, y'all, because that's the thing about TikTok Shop. A lot of their stuff is coming from overseas, so it typically does take a while to get to them. So if you have products that are here in the States that's mailing faster, have a quick turnaround time, that's definitely something to highlight throughout your lives. Like I said, flash sale, and the best thing about the flash sales is that there's an icon that's flashing on their screen about the flash sales. And make sure you pin your products, you guys. Pin your products. Once you go on live, there's going to be an option that says product, or the little shopping cart. Click that and pin the product that you're talking about. So as soon as they're clicking on your live, they're seeing that product. Also use billboards. Make sure you guys are using billboards, because that's also really crucial as well. Billboards are basically they're like virtual billboards. So you can put whatever on there. If there's a special sale or free shipping, product picture also goes on there. So always make sure that you're using those. All right, y'all. And test your live schedule. Test your live schedule out. Go live during different times of the day, you guys. Don't just go live at one time throughout the day. Even if you have a full-time job, if you work in 9 to 5, okay, maybe one day you try 6 to 7. Maybe one night you try to stay up late and you do like an 11 to 12. You got to see what time works for you guys. It's going to depend on the day. During the weekends, the time is going to be different from the daytime. So you got to keep all that stuff in mind. Think about where you are. Think about what times people getting off work. A lot of nighttime is always popping, y'all. People is up, they late night scrolling. That's always a good time, as well as early, like super early in the morning. Those are 2 great times. Lunchtime. So find whatever time works for you that you're able to build into your schedule. All right, y'all. Live is all about a lot of engagement. So I'm telling you, if you're somebody that doesn't just automatically have like that super extroverted personality, you're going to have to create one for live, because it's all about engagement. People want you to engage. They want you to be saying hi to them. And then the thing is, you also need to be encouraging them to follow you and gift. That's one thing I had to be stop being scared of doing, because you thrive on gifts during live, and of course selling your products as well. But gifting, likes, follows, that's all positive engagements throughout your live, and you want to be consistently reminding them to do those things. So hey, when somebody jumps in, hey, Kim, Pam, how y'all doing? What's up? Y'all talk to the people that's dropping in, encourage them, make laughs, make jokes, even if you got to practice it. Sometimes I'll practice my jokes before I even get on live, because I know I tend to be more introverted, but on live, guess what? They would never know it, because I'm live. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? How are y'all today? Let's jump into this. I don't know what y'all waiting for. Let's jump in. Let's click the shopping cart, y'all. You got to have that high level of energy to keep them tuned in with you. That is really, really crucial. When it comes to gifting, set up something to encourage them to gift. Recently, I even started doing something like, hey, I got my live goal set. Whoever shows love to the live goal gets a drop a comment in the live. That comment gets pinned, and I'll encourage everybody to follow you, engage with your posts and all that. Y'all, they absolutely love that. You got to give them a reason to want to give, to want to follow, to all of the things. Also, when you're selling on live, you have to push the urgency, because a lot of people will just like your voice. They'll just sit there in the room. You need to be pushing them to click that shopping cart, you guys. And if it's a product that, hey, maybe they're not feeling or they can't use, encourage them to get it to give someone. Find lots of reasons why they need to be getting this product. Find, hey, if it's not you, hey, maybe you don't want this walking treadmill, but guess what? Your husband does, your brother does, your whoever, encourage them to give. All right. And like I said, push that urgency. Something that I do on my lives, hey, even though I know I'm finna be on this live for 2 hours, I'm constantly like, hey, y'all got 5 more minutes to click that link to get your sale. This is the last time. Once I'm off live, guess what? All the deals is gone. Everything leaves with me. All right. Push that urgency to get them to click the shopping cart. Now, no, another thing is, you guys are scared of the trolls. Y'all, you're going to have trolls. That's just the beast of TikTok. You're going to have trolls, but hey, have fun with them. Understand that unless they saying something that's just blatantly, out left field and just crazy, engage with them. Y'all, I get so many people. I've actually had so many trolls that get on mine. I laugh and I joke with them. And they're like, hey, you're actually pretty funny. I'm gonna go buy one. So understand, some of them will literally just get on there to mess with you, but you never know. They could really potentially be a customer. And even if they're not, y'all, it increases the engagement. You can never have too many comments. Joke back with them, laugh back with them. The worst thing it could do is get you some extra time, because I'm sure you needed a breather. I'm sure you needed a break from talking about the product. So y'all, don't get too uptight about the trolls. Also, another thing you can do is add a moderator. Don't forget that you guys can add a moderator in TikTok. The moderator is able to mute them, they can block them, they can make adjustments, and you can give them different privileges on what they can be able to do in your settings. But it's always good if you are able to add a moderator, definitely do that. And thank your buyers, y'all. Thank your buyers, because it's already a little nerve-wracking buying from the TikTok shop. A lot of people, especially older people, are a little nervous about buying from the TikTok shop, having to put in their credit card information and things like that. So make sure that you're making them feel comfortable. You need to be thanking your buyers, encourage them to follow you. One thing that I always tell people on my lives is, hey, I stand by all the products that are on my live, and I want you, if you're adding to the shopping cart, click the follow button so you can come back if you have questions, if you got concerns about your order, all that fun stuff. What that does is give them a real sense of relief. It's like, hey, okay, it's not just, I don't have to worry about talking to some little robot or something. I have somebody, have a point of contact that really makes them feel special, and it makes them really have trust in you as a seller, especially on TikTok. And then lastly, y'all, make a schedule. Don't just be getting on live all willy-nilly. Make a time, stick to it, be consistent. That does a few things. One, it's easy for the seller to know, okay, hey, this person is serious. They got a dedicated schedule that they're putting my products on live. The seller sometimes will come and jump on live if they know ahead of time that you're going to be on live at a certain time. They'll gift you, and hey, I'll even shout them out. I'm like, hey, y'all, the official seller is on here. You know, of course, I'll say their company name. They're on here, and y'all, they get so hype. I've had so many sales when the sellers actually jump on live. It's fantastic. And it also works out when you have a schedule, a consistent schedule for the buyers, because they know when to expect you. They know, okay, every day at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, Makai is going to be on live. Let me go see what Makai is selling today. So it works both ways, and it'll make sure that you're not getting overwhelmed in the process, because understand there's going to be a lot of moving pieces when you first start this. So this is definitely not a bad idea to make sure that you're not getting burnt out, you're having break times, and all those fun things. So I'm telling you, once you see that first sale, you're going to be so hungry for it that you're just going to want to keep going and keep going. Don't do that, because you're going to get burnt out. Create your schedule, stick to your schedule, and have fun. All right, you guys, that really is it for the basics, y'all. I am going to be making this a whole series as well, but I want to give you guys the first 2 episodes so that y'all can kind of get a taste of it. I'm also going to be putting this on my YouTube as well, so definitely make sure that you guys follow my YouTube. Also, it's King Me Makai. I'll have it posted up a little bit later today, but hopefully you guys get some good knowledge out of this. I have made thousands of sales so far, so I'm really excited to be able to share my knowledge and hopefully have someone to experience the same growth as I did as a result of some of these tips. All right, you guys, until next time, that has been another episode of I Go By Makai. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Peace.